Hi, I'm going to show you how to program the Hunter X2 Irrigation Controller. First thing you've got to do is program the day and time. And to do that, you set the dial switch to date time. First thing that's going to flash is the year. To change the year, you just push the plus or minus. And once you've got the year set, push the right arrow. That'll take you to the month. Do the plus or minus to get the correct month. Then the right arrow again, change the day, and you're done with the date. Now you've got to set the time. First thing that flashes is PM or AM. You can choose between AM, PM, or 24-hour clock. And it's PM, so I'm going to push the plus sign until I get to PM. Hit the right arrow. Now I'm going to set the hour. And going to set the minutes. Once you're done with that, you'll hit the right arrow. It'll take you back to the year. You're done with that. So now your date and time is set. Okay, the next thing you want to do is set your program start times. Now these controllers come with 3 different programs. You've got program A, B, and C. Right now everything is turned off. So why would you want to use more than one program? Maybe you've got some zones or stations that irrigate trees or newly planted lawn, and others are some shrubs that only need to be watered twice a week or something. So you might use one program for your lawn that all needs to be watered the same amount of time, and then you might use another program, for instance program B, to water your trees or your shrubs. Maybe they only need to be watered once or twice a week. So we're going to use program A for the lawn, and what you're doing here is setting the start time for the program to start. Now, for instance, if you've got newly seeded lawn, maybe you need to keep it really wet for the first week or two. You've got 4 different times you can start it on the same day. That's what the A1, A2, A3, and A4 are. So for us, we're just going to set it to run one time, so we're going to use A1. Right now, it shows off. What you want to do is set the time that the program will start running. We're going to set it for 6 a.m. Now let me show you something. Let's go back. If you don't want one of these to run, you turn it off. And you do that by going to midnight and going back 1, and then that's off. Okay, so let's go back to 6 a.m. Okay, so this program will start running at 6 a.m. We don't want A2, A3, or A4 to run. So now for program B, let's say we've got some trees. We want to water those trees only twice a week. We'll water those trees starting at 4 a.m. And for whatever reason, let's say we want to water them again in the evening. So what you'll do is go to B2 and just hold that till you get to whatever time. We're going to just start it at 8 p.m. So now for every day that we set this to run, it's going to water at 4 a.m. and at 8 p.m. B3 and B4 are both off. And there's nothing that we want on program C, so we're going to, let me go back. So we're going to leave 1, 2, 3, and 4 from program C off. Okay, so the start times are now set. So let's now set the run times for our lawn. That's on program A. We're going to run each station for 15 minutes. So station 1, 2, 3, and 4 will each run for 15 minutes. Okay, so now program A is finished. Now let's go to program B. These are the trees. Let's give them a good soaking. Okay, we want to go to B1 right here. Let's run it for 30 minutes. And then B2, which is our evening watering, we'll also do for 30 minutes. And B3 and B4 we're not using. And then this will show the total run time. Once you go from B4, you hit that right arrow, it'll show the total run time for that cycle. Okay, so now program B is finished, except for the watering days. Okay, now we need to set what days are going to water. We're going to start with program A. So you turn the dial to water days. Right now it's showing that it's going to water 7 days a week. We don't want that. We want it to water Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So right now you've got the water drop flashing on Monday, so that's fine. Tuesday we want to turn off, so we hit the minus sign. Wednesday we want to leave on. Thursday off. Friday leave on, so we hit the right arrow. Saturday and Sunday off. So now our water days for program A are set. Now let's go to program B. Program B, we want to water twice a week. Let's say we're going to water Sunday night and Thursday night. Okay, so we're going to turn Monday off, Tuesday off, Wednesday off, leave Thursday on, turn Friday off, turn Saturday off, leave Sunday on. And we are now set. We are finished programming. So now we've got the water day set, and on program B, which is the trees, we're going to do that on Monday and Thursdays at 4 a.m. and 8 p.m. Now let me show you another watering day option that you have here. If you go all the way past Sunday, we get odd and even. If you want to water only, or basically every other day, on the odd days or the even days, you can do that. You see odd is flashing, now even's flashing. So you can choose to water on odd or even days. And that makes programming pretty simple. Now another option you've got is you can do interval watering. Now you go from odd and even, you hit the right arrow, that will take you to interval. Let's say you want to water every 5 days. By setting this, every 5th day, this program B will operate and it'll water those trees every 5 days. So you could have done that instead of saying you want to water only on Monday and Thursday. And hit the right arrow one more time and this starts flashing. This is how many days before this kicks into effect. If you want today to be the first day of the 5-day interval, then you leave it at 0. If you want to wait until tomorrow for it to start, then you press the up arrow or the plus sign, and if you do here, it'll wait 3 days before it starts this every 5th day thing. And another thing you can do once you're at that point, let's say you do your yard work every Saturday when you're off work. So you do not want it to water ever on a Saturday. So when this 5-day interval falls on a Saturday, you do not want it to water. So you go here, hit the minus sign, and the Saturday is turned off. So when that 5th day interval hits on Saturday, it will not water. and you are basically done programming. Again, there's nothing on program C, and we're back to program A. And this thing is set and ready to go. That's all you have to know in order to program this Hunter X2 controller. There are a couple of other features that I'll show you. First one is seasonal adjust. If you change this from 100%, let's say you change it to 50%, and you might want to do this when the weather starts cooling down. By doing that, if you had 20 minutes set for each station to run, by setting that to 50, every station is now going to run for 10 minutes. And again, you might want to do that when the cooler weather hits. On the other hand, let's say you get into a really hot, dry spell. You want to increase everything by 50%. You can go up to as high as 200% here. And that makes it very simple to change all the run times with basically a couple of clicks. If you have a pump such as a well, this will control that. I'm not going to get into that. And if you want to run the system manually, what you can do, turn that to manual, select which station you want to run. Let's say we want to run station 2. So once station 2 is flashing, you can change the time. Maybe you just want to run it for a couple of minutes to do some checking, make sure all the heads are turning, rotating, and everything's working okay. So you set how much time you want it to run, click it to run, and station 2 will turn on. If you want to do the same with station 3, all you have to do is hit this right arrow, and now station 3 kicks on. Do it again, go to station 4, and now station 4 will run, in this case for 15 minutes. And then you can also go on to station 1. So that's what the manual does for you. If you don't want this to run at all for some reason, you turn it off for a few days and it will not run until you set it back to the run position. Now if you turn it to the off position, make sure you don't forget about it. And make sure you get it set back to run so your lawn doesn't die. And that's really all there is to programming this controller. I hope this video has been helpful for you. I really appreciate you watching. If you have any comments, please leave them and I'll answer them just as quickly as I can. Thank you. Have a great day.